determination. Now it comes how we will determine the coefficient of permeability. So दोस्तों बेसिकली क्या है कि हमारे पास दो मेथड्स होते हैं, एक लेबोरेटरी मेथड होता है, एक फील्ड मेथड होता है। लेबोरेटरी मेथड में हम लोग पढ़ेंगे कांस्टेंट हेड परमेबिलिटी मेथड एंड द वेरिएबल फॉलिंग हेड मेथड, और जो फील्ड मेथड होगा उसमें हम पढ़ेंगे पंपिंग आउट टेस्ट, पंपिंग टेस्ट पढ़ेंगे जिसमें पंपिंग इन टेस्ट होगा एंड पंपिंग आउट टेस्ट होगा। ओके, एंड द परमेबिलिटी ऑफ द सॉइल, ये एक नंबर का क्वेश्चन जरूर आता है, हाउ वी मेजर द परमेबिलिटी। Permeability of soil is measured through the device known as permemeter or coefficient. If we want to determine the coefficient of permeability, so we have two methods. First is laboratory method and another one is field method. In laboratory method it comes constant head permeability method and the variable head following permeability method, and in field method we have pumping out test method and pumping in test, and we have another two methods which is indirect method. We can measure through the particle size, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया, if the size of the particle increases and the permeability will get also increases. And there is another from consolidation test data, which means that the we have important, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि if we know the rate of consolidation we can measure, or we can measure through the permeability. Okay, so basically constant head permeability method. देखिए constant head permeability method में क्या होता है कि we have taken a soil sample and we have kept the level of water at the same, means the head difference between the water level between the two standpipe will remain constant throughout the test. So that is why it is known as constant head permeability method, and constant head permeability method is basically used for the coarse grain soil, means for gravel and silt. If we want to measure the permeability we will always use constant head permeability method. Basically दोस्तों ये जो टेस्ट मेथड है इसमें आपका एक दो नंबर का दो क्वेश्चंस आते हैं कि we have a constant head permeability method और how we can measure the coefficient of permeability by constant head permeability method and variable head permeability and pumping out. इससे बेसिकली न्यूमेरिकल आते हैं. सो बेसिकली हम इसमें ब्रीफ में टॉपिक नहीं जाते, काफ़ी एलेबोरेशन में नहीं जाते, ब्रीफ में हम समझते हैं. It means the quantity of water that flows under the given to the soil sample of known length, means the length and the cross-sectional area of the soil sample will remain constant, and the head difference between the two end pipe throughout the test will remain same. So we have K, coefficient of permeability, how it comes? QL, where L is the total length of the soil sample and A is the total cross-sectional area of the soil sample, and H is a head. H is a total head of the water, and T is the time taken by the water to flow through the cross-sectional area of the soil sample. So water is allowed to flow through the cylindrical soil sample under a constant end, means the soil sample we are taking, the length of the soil we are taking in the shape of cylindrical form. Okay, so basically constant head permeability method दोस्तों याद रखिए कि it is used for the coarse grain soil, and the total head will remain same, the cross-sectional area and the length of the soil sample remains same. And how we will measure the permeability? Permeability is coefficient of permeability is given by QL upon AST, where Q is the total discharge to the soil sample, L is the length of the cross-section area of cross-section sample, A is the total area of cross-section, and H is the total head of the water, which will remain constant throughout the test, and small t is the time taken by the water to flow through that particular soil sample. Okay,